I got 4 fingers for real.
Holy smokes, what do we got going on here? Oh my God. What's good, Zach? What's good, yo? What's good, man? Ozark, Alabama checking in. What's good, man? How y'all feeling today? Here we go, man. Let's crank this thing up, y'all. What's good, everybody? Good morning, good morning, good morning. How y'all feeling this morning? Hopefully everybody's feeling good, man. Hopefully everybody's feeling good. I'm feeling good. Yesterday was a full day. A lot of energy yesterday. Did a whole bunch of different stuff yesterday. But today, I'm coming with it today. I think everybody's going to be excited about this show. We got special guests calling. We got all this stuff. But before we get into that, I need y'all to understand something. Coach Smook Network is really doing what we're going to do. You know what I'm saying? And Coach Smook Network got some things popping right now because of the AAA fam. And I can't wait to continue to explore what's happening, man. This journey is just jumped off to a crazy start. I couldn't ask for a better community, man. I couldn't ask for a better community. Shout out to all the people in the chat right now. We got 10 live over on Twitter. We got 31 live here on YouTube. Ain't nobody put up on Facebook yet. Y'all know Facebook kind of slow. So we gonna work it. We're gonna work it. So if you in the live right now, take 2 minutes. Take 2 minutes to go ahead and share the live stream on your Facebook, on your Twitter, everywhere. Take 2 minutes and share for your boy. And make sure when you come through, you dropping a like, man. Dropping a like. That's the easiest thing for us to do, and it's most appreciated, honestly. If you really want to help the channel, continue to drop the likes, share the content, do what we do, man. I love this beat, man. I had to bring this beat out. This is one of my favorite songs, man. I found the little remix of it. We Gonna Be All Right by Ty Tribbett, man. Found the little instrumental. Yeah. Cause we gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? We gonna be all right, y'all. We gonna be all right. Yeah, we pulling out bells next time. Smook, what happened? What we pulling the bells out for? I was live on time. I just wanted to let everybody get a chance to build up. So I did a little reading, a little research on the analytics and stuff. We just wanted to make sure everybody get in and we able to address everybody instead of trying to retrack and backtrack and address y'all at different times. I want to give people enough time to get in here, get settled, get to the vibes, get to the music, and then we're gonna get into this thing, man. Who's my first like on Facebook, man? Davin Joe's over on Facebook. He done went from YouTube to Facebook to show some love. I appreciate that, Davin, my boy. Hey, hopefully you able to call in today because we talking depth chart still. We still talking depth chart, and we gonna get into it today. But before we jump into all that, I want to appreciate my our AAA family. That means our monetary support family, people that have become members of the AAA fam by donating to the channel monthly. We have different levels of that. We actually have a video explaining what the levels mean. AAA, AA, single. I mean, yes, it's AAA, AA, single A. And then we have VIP. So a lot of people didn't know that we have all those different levels. So thank y'all for the ones that do that have become a part of the AAA family. And this is my message to you all. This is our message from the AAA fam to you all. Welcome, welcome, welcome. First of all, I just want to say thank you for joining the AAA family. By doing so, you have committed to supporting this channel monetarily, and for that, I could not thank you enough. I'm glad that you saw fit to contribute to the growth of this network, and because of that, you will have access to all the behind the scenes content that we're going to be placing on this channel, backstage access to all the vlogs, VODs. We got all types of content. You will have access, early access to it. Also, any event that you see come out with outside with Coach Smook or anything sponsored or partnered with Coach Smook will be preferred. And we will all make sure that we're all taken care of. This community is going to continue to grow. Don't miss out on any opportunities to network. We have other content creators. We have business owners. We got entrepreneurs. This is Coach Smook Network because we believe in networking. We want to uplift the community. So thank you for contributing to helping that mission, seeing that goal. And that's really what we're here for, right? We're here to uplift and continue to grow. So thank you for all your contributions and welcome to the family. AAA SOS. Welcome, welcome, welcome. First of all, I just want to say thank you for joining. Like that. Do not loop like that. That joker tried to go back. You see, he tried to run him back. Smook out there trying to spin the block. Listen, I appreciate everybody for showing up this morning. Listen, we're going to get into our roll call, man. Y'all know how we like to start the day off. We're going to start all the way from the top, and we're going to acknowledge everybody in the chat. So if you already done put your AAAs up, it don't mind. It don't matter. Put them up again. We're going to get to them. Marquita, you ready, sis? Let's get to it. Yeah. Yeah, shout out to, hey, Zach was the first comment. My boy Zach be on it, y'all. I posted the link. I think I see his comment next. Wealthy Future 4, how you feeling? Welcome to the channel, man. Antonio Snell is in the chat. What's good? See Bama in the chat. Roll Tide, baby. Travelpreneur Sports Podcast is in the building. What's good, my boy? Antoine, yes, we are here. Another morning. Terrific Tuesdays, baby. K Spray, how you feeling, man? How you feeling, K Spray? Jay Townsend, Uncle Jay is in the building. Let's go, man. Gary, what's good? What's good? How you doing? Nicole, my sister, how you feeling this morning? Roll Tide, everybody. Davin Jones, I see you on both sides, man. My boy Davin on both sides. Carla Bailey, how you doing, my sister? Yes, good morning, Jordan. How you feeling, Jordan? You was acting up yesterday too, man. I can't believe you let them get you all riled up and start having you acting up like you ain't got no home training. I thought, Jordan, you was one of the good ones. Bino, what's good, man? Gil, what's good, my boy? What's good, Gil? Mary J's in the building. Let's go, man. Listen, I want to hear from some of y'all today. We talking offense. Goofball, how you feeling today? Goofball, don't be acting up today, please. We gonna act civilized today. Jarvis, Civilization University. I gave you your scholarship a while ago. You time to put it to use. Civilization University. Be civilized. Dwight, how you feeling, my boy? What's good, man? Antonio Russell, my bro. What's up, my cousin? Man, how you feeling, boy? Walt Albright. How you feeling this morning? Good morning, everybody. Hey, Fan First TV, that's my boy Jay Burnett. That's his pops, man. 431 Buds is in the house. Y'all already know Russell County repping hard up in his mud. Marshall Turner, good morning. Roll Tide. Yes, everybody that's pulling up. If you're not a member of the channel, consider becoming a member. There's a link that should be going around. There's also, if you want to join, there's a $sign, should be a $sign or some type of icon to the right, and it'll pull it up and it'll give you options. You can either super chat, send super stickers, or you can become a member. Please consider becoming a member, man. We got content being uploaded today. Everything that was scheduled to load, I don't know what happened. We didn't pass a copyright something or whatever for our scheduled stuff to go out. So after the show today, you'll see a short being uploaded around noonish, right? Because we'll be done with our show about 11. So around noonish, you'll see the first edit video vibe being posted, and it'll be clips from the shows. I want y'all to go and check them out. It's been some hot moments on the shows for the past couple weeks, the past 2 weeks since we've been up. And I want to give you all your recognition as the community and what you bring to the channel. We've had some touching moments. You know, we've had a good mixture of everything on this channel. So I appreciate y'all for being a part of it. Continue to run the likes up, continue to share. Like I said, we got 33 live here on YouTube. We got 51 total watching between all the platforms. So let's keep getting those numbers up. We hit our mark again yesterday. Didn't do it live, but we have yet to have a live stream with less than 100 likes. So let's keep it going. Shout out to Antonio Russell for kicking the day off with a $2 super sticker. I appreciate you, my boy. I appreciate you, man. I really do. Roll Tide, man. Much love. Antoine getting y'all active. That's one of my senior mods, him, LaQuasia, and Brian Thomas. You need any help with how to get access to stuff or looking for a link, they could point you in the right direction. And we got other moderators. Everybody you see with the blue wrench should be well versed on how to get everything popping off with how to support the channel. I see my boy Big Bama Brand is in the building. What up, though, man? Hopefully you can call in and weigh on this offensive side of the ball. We're going to be talking offensive depth chart. We got the whole little graphic set up. As a matter of fact, let me plug my laptop up. Let me plug the other computer up real quick so I don't be so we don't lose. And today I'm gonna switch it up. So I kind of went back, and I'm gonna turn the music down just a little bit. I kind of went back and looked at last night's show with the depth chart, how we built the depth chart, and I think it was pretty cool. I think it was pretty cool how we did. But what I don't want to do today, just to create more conversation, opportunity for conversation, I don't have my depth chart up. I want you all, the callers, to call in and build your depth chart. And so today's segments, today's phone calls, we're going to try to keep them between 8 minutes or less. We got into a whole bunch of 14-minute phone calls. So we're going to try to cut that down just a little bit. So I'm going to shut up a little bit more too and let y'all do y'all thing and give y'all a little, just give y'all some spots to kind of feed off of or kind of respond to, rebuttal with. You get what I'm saying? And we're going to make it a vibe today. We're going to make it a vibe. Yes, last night was lit. Between the morning show yesterday, the Round the Table Sports segment that I was able to join the fellas on Ty Hayes' channel with Sean, Jake Merrill, GP, Jay Unfair, Jason. Man, it was a good vibe, y'all. It was a real good vibe. I loved it, man. And guess what? We're going to be doing it again. That cast right there, definitely an all-star panel right there. And you can expect more of that. And maybe not every week, but I think you come together once or twice a month with a group like that, maybe add another head in there. That down could be fire. I'm just saying. But Ty's on to something great over there. Y'all know we always supporting our fam, and he is part of the family. So yeah, let's get into it, man. I don't want to waste no time. We're talking offense. I'm gonna give my little take on the offense, my projections of what I see, right, and what I feel about certain players in certain spots. I'm going to take 3 minutes to get that to y'all, and then we're going to open the phone lines, and we're going to talk about this offensive depth chart. I'm going to allow you all, the people, the AAA family, to build an offensive depth chart, right? And then once we get into it, we'll break it down, and like I said, be ready to cycle through these players and tell me who you want, where you want this person, and yeah, let's get to it, man. All right, so check this out. This is my Roll Tide. Good morning, Smook. Coach Smook, what do you think about the 4-2? We on offense today, my guy. Hey, Shaq, my fault. If you want to see what we think about the 4-2-5, there's a video out right now on Coach Sean's channel that I did. I was guest panelist on his channel. We really broke it down at like a level that I think everybody kind of understands. And you can check that out at JMHO Sports Talk on YouTube, right? And then, but you also can look at the stream from last night. Once this one is over, I don't want you to leave this one, but once this one is over, go look at the depth chart. We kind of got into 4-2-5 talk and what it would look like with Alabama running. So definitely check that out, man. And it probably go into about the 15-minute mark, and that's when you'll see the good conversation start talking about that 4-2-5 and how it looks at Alabama. Big homie 334 in the chat, man. How you feeling this morning? So let's get into it. I'm gonna bring this screen up here. Jumping in the bike. We're gonna share screen here. And this is how I got it laid out today, y'all. This is how I got it laid out for y'all today. All right. This is how we got it laid out today. So, and y'all know I'm gonna zoom in for y'all, for all my people that really can't see. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking because I can't see either. But I'll zoom in for y'all. We got the players over here, right? We got all the players over here. So we gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen. We got everybody. We got y'all. We got a fan favorite, the returning, the prodigal son. We got him on here. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. All right. So here's my take. Here's my take on Bama's offense, what it's gonna look like, what it entails. And I've been watching. If I haven't watched anything this offseason, I've watched a lot of Washington film from the last 2 years, but I also went and watched some Indiana film from when Kalen DeBoer and Kane Womack both were coordinators at the University of Indiana, right? And that year, I keep highlighting this fact, that year through the first 6 games, they went 6-0 because they had the most efficient offense in the nation and the third most efficient defense in the nation. A lot of people say, well, yeah, they were playing in the Big Ten. Well, during that year, the Big Ten 2016, no, was that 16 or 17? I got to go back. I got to pull the link up. I want to say Kalen DeBoer was there in 16. 2016, he was there to 2018, or was it 2017, 2008? Whenever it was, they had the number 1 most efficient offense in the nation through the first 6 weeks. And Kane Womack and that defense were number 3 rated through the first 6 weeks. So I look at what Kalen DeBoer had to work with that offensive scheme. It wasn't that he had super athletes. It was just a scheme that worked for the skill sets of the players. And it was still spread. It was still tempo based. He was still balanced as far as your run pass play calling, right? Your drop backs for your design drop backs and your design QB or RPO. Like all of this stuff was implemented. It started being built before he got to Indiana as an offensive coordinator. And then you go look at some of the stuff he did at Fresno State. Not much to look at there. They were just a high-power offense in the conference that has nothing but offense, right? So it kind of gets boring watching it. But you look at how it evolved when he got to Washington, when he started getting a different caliber of players, different players with different skill sets, like advanced and more inclined skill sets. You get excited looking at what he has available at the University of Alabama and what he has to work with, putting it on the field in the 2024 season. You got to start at the quarterback. You got Jalen Milroe, maybe, if not the most athletic player in college football, he's definitely the most athletic quarterback in college football right now, right? And would be in a strong, considered a strong case for being one of the most athletic players in college football. Shout out to Jay Townsend with the $20 super chat. He says, good morning, beautiful ladies of AAA. Good morning, brothers of AAA. Roll Tide Coach Smook, a.k.a. nephew, showing a little love with the 20 spot. 20. Jay, hey. How you feeling, my boy? How you feeling, Unc? Good morning, mama. Good morning, mama. Listen, I woke up on time and I got a good stretch in this morning. We ain't been to the gym yet, but we going at afternoon, and I can't wait because I'm killing legs today. So I know my mama like when I do leg workouts, she be like, boy, that's where it's at. That's where it's at. I'm telling you. So yeah, mama, we getting the legs done today. We jumping on legs today, popping them hammies, popping them quads, and we gonna get to it. But listen, back to what I was saying, guys. With this offense, you look at quarterback, I think we're good there. Even with the 2 guys behind Jalen Milroe, I feel confident with Ty Simpson and Dylan Lonergan. I hope Rich pull up so I could piss him off about Ty Simpson being the backup quarterback, which to me is probably the best case scenario for this team right now. You got a proven winner going out there as your starter who's grasping the offense. You got a guy behind him that possesses the skill set to run this offense efficiently when it comes to the pass game. Somebody that, and you know what? I'm gonna retract that statement. We can't sit here and say Ty Simpson can run this offense just as good as Jalen Milroe, right? We can't sit here and say that because last year, Ty Simpson's game during USF, he had an opportunity to take the job. He had an opportunity and he didn't. He had the same front offensive line. He had the same running backs available. He actually had more receivers available against USF. And yeah, the weather was bad, but he still went 3 of 11 or 3 of 12 or some junk like that. And literally, like, you saw how shaky he was. Jalen Milroe came out that first start, and you look at his first start. His first start was against Texas A&M in a system that didn't work for him, and he was more efficient than Ty Simpson, right? So I think we need to kind of dial it back on the Ty Simpson talk and wait for his time. Like he's really bought into this process. I love Ty Simpson's mindset towards this right now. Didn't start off good, but it's definitely there. Running back room, probably the most talented offensive running back room we've seen in Alabama in some years. I mean, from top to bottom, not ones and twos. I mean, last year you had Jace McClellan, Roydale Williams, you had Justice Haynes, you had Jam Miller. That was a talented group. But you look at what's coming back now, Justice Haynes, Jam Miller, your primary guys. Richard Young is bought in. He's good with his spot where he's at. Then you got Daniel Hill, the true freshman that came in early, got some good work in. You saw his toughness, his running ability, his pad level, right? Then you got Kevin Riley coming in, another true freshman, who I believe is going to carve his way into some type of role, because this is a rotational mindset type of scheme where the coaching staff believes that the more depth you're able to use, the better. Slide out to the wide receivers, my favorite group. I love our wide receiver group. You talking about from top to bottom, Kendrick Law, Jeremy Bernard, Kobe Prentice, EJ, Emmanuel Henderson. You got Bubba Hampton in that slot position. You got Cole Adams. You got Rico Scott. Not Rico Scott. Caleb Odom. You got who else? I'm missing a few. Cole Adams. Who else I got? I'm missing somebody. Jalen Hill's hurt. Got Emmanuel Henderson. Got Kendrick Law, Kobe Prentice. I say Bubba Hampton. I said Jeremy Bernard. Who else? I'm missing somebody. I was trying to go off top of the dome, but it ain't fit because I ain't want to name the freshman yet, because that's what everybody's excited about. That freshman group, all the talent you got there, Jeremy Bernard, Caleb. Oh, I hit them all. See, I know my roster. And then let's talk about the freshmen. We all know we got Ryan Williams come in. I know for a fact he's going to carve a role out for himself. Maybe not a starter, maybe not a primary target, but he will be targeted. Too much talent. Rico Scott, another guy, spot player that's going to be able to learn this offense and phase into the college football game without the pressure being on him, right? You got Amari Jefferson coming to this roster. I can't wait for y'all to see him on the field in action. And we really didn't get to see Bubba have to go to work, but I'm telling y'all, he's a dude. He's another guy, burner. And the talent in the wide receiver room is unmatched right now in the SEC. I think we have top to bottom, probably the most talented room. Look at the tight end room. The four primary guys that I'm looking to really show up for this tight end room, because you will see rotations 2 and 2, 1A, 1B, 2A, 2B, right? 1A, 1B for me right now is CJ Dupree and Robbie Oots. And then the next group is, to me, and this ain't in no like 2A, 2B where it's like one is better than the other. It's just how it kind of comes off. It's Danny Lewis and Josh Cuevas. And not far behind those guys is the freshman. I'm telling you, Jay Lindsey is going to find some garbage time, and he's going to be able to showcase his athleticism. I honestly think fall camp is really when he's going to start to emerge, and we're going to start hearing a little bit about Jay Lindsey, right? And there's some other tight ends in the room, but those five are guys that I see impacting. Offensive line. I want to start at right tackle. Usually you start at left tackle. Right tackle, Wilk and Formby locking down that starting position. I am so excited to see what he continues to develop into. If I would be surprised if they brought this transfer, Vanderham, I will be surprised they brought him in to replace Wilk and Formby. I would be very surprised. I feel like Wilk and Formby is ready. I think it's time for him to put him out there and let him grow, right? Let him begin to progress. And that's why I feel right guard. You got Jaden Roberts, the man himself. Baby Hope, they had to change his name. We got to give him a new nickname. Apparently, some copyright stuff going on. But right guard, Jaden Roberts. You look at the center, Parker Brailsford. Didn't get to see him during the spring. Don't know the full details of what happened or why it was stepped away, but it did create some controversy. But you look at the fact, and we're getting reports that he's putting on weight. He's trying to add on 10, 15 pounds to be able to play at this SEC level, playing against these big dogs over here, right? But you look at what he did at Washington last year as a freshman, right? He didn't necessarily start. He didn't start at center the first game. He got moved over to center, and look at how successful he was. I like that for Parker. And he's familiar with this scheme. Somebody at the center, you want somebody who knows the protections, the looks, right? What you're looking for, putting guys in the right position, making the right calls, making the right checks. That's what we want. Left guard, you got Tyler Booker. He's probably going to be the highest rated offensive lineman coming out of Alabama in this draft class, right? And the film shows it gets better and better with time throughout the season. And then left tackle, that's where our controversy is. I don't even want to speak on it right now. I think we're going to open up, and when we talk about this lineup, this first team depth chart, I think that's one of the spots where we kind of going to get stuck. So with that being said, that's my initial take on this offense, the lineup. projection-wise, what it should look like, how balanced or what type of offense we should see. We're going to dive into that conversation. Shout out to my boy Bino Brian Thomas with the $50 super chat. He says, shout out to Smook and my AAA family. Can't wait to see what this depth chart makeup look like. Me too, brother. Appreciate that $15 super chat. And with that being said, what's good? Who's at QB1? Rich, you already know who's at QB1. Little baby neck. You already know who at QB1. I want you to call in and tell me. I want you to call in, Marquita. I want you to call in and tell me who you think QB1 is. Because clearly, you didn't watch nothing at the spring game. Clearly, you didn't watch no games last year either. You tell me who QB1 is. Call in, man. We halfway to 100 in less than 30 minutes. We already halfway to 100 likes. That's what I'm talking about, man. Let's get the other half. We ain't even halfway to the show. That's what I'm talking about. Shane B is in the chat. I ain't see you last night, Shane. You missed a good time, man. Crimson Blood 2022, man. Y'all missed the time last night. We had a time last night. Got Jake Merrill on the show late. It was fire. He had so much fun. We got on the phone afterwards, man. I like to see that light in my boy's eyes when we get to do content together. That light was just, the eyes were bright last night. So I love it, man. Marquita, go ahead and get that number on the screen. The phone line is now open. Let's talk offensive depth chart. I'm gonna go ahead and pull this thing up for y'all and let y'all see what we working with. Like I said, we'll be able to pull from over here. We'll be able to pull the names from over here and start doing a lineup. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do this to shut Rich up because I don't even care. Rich, if you call in trying to talk about the QB change, I'm gonna fire you up, bro. I'm just letting you know. I'm on that type of time this morning. Who we got? Y'all already know who it is.
Call from
Zachary.
To accept, press 1. To send a voicemail, press 2.
Zachary, what's good? You know who you're on the line with, man, and the streak stays alive. How you feeling this morning, my guy?
I'm feeling good, Coach Smook.
I already know, man. I know you excited to talk about today's topic, man.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. You see, I'm already stirring the pot. I had to go ahead and stamp this thing real quick before we even started. I had to go ahead and stamp it. We got Jalen Murrow at the quarterback position. Zach, I want you to build your depth chart. And we got Jalen Murrow at the quarterback. We're not even go debate that. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna say that little we're gonna say that little crazy thing for if Rich get man enough to call in. You get what I'm saying? That's what we're gonna do, all right?
All right.
So where you want to go? You want to go running back? You want to go wide receivers? You want to go O-line? Where you want to go first, Zach? What's up, Glenn? How you feeling in the chat?
I'll go O-line first.
Okay. Where we starting? Left tackle, right tackle? Which one? Which side?
Left tackle.
What you looking at with left tackle?
This is like the final, lineup after we figure out, go through our growing pains this season and see, what works where.
Okay.
So, Caden Proctor,
I knew
left
it.
tackle.
Now, why did you feel the need to explain that part of that? I want you to tell the people why you felt the need to explain this choice right here.
Because I know the kind of backlash I'm gonna get for putting him there because the way he did Alabama.
It's not even that. I think, and this is why I'm glad you brought it up. This is what it did for me. You said after they work out the kinks, after they figure out what's going on, that's when we're going to see Caden Proctor. I don't think Caden Proctor going to start week 1. That's just me. I just don't think he's going to start week 1.
Right, because he's going to have to prove not only to the locker room, but the coaching staff that he's bought in and that and that he can overcome adversity and not going to tuck his tail and run every time things get hard.
Right. And that's all they want to see. And that might be 1 week, that might be 2 weeks to prove. But I know before we see Georgia, I think he will have his opportunity. I think he will end up being a starter, especially if we still have issues with Bertrand and Pritchett in front of him. which I think Bertrand is trending up. I think he ended up playing a solid spring game. Still was shaky,
Right.
but he did definitely perform better than Pritchard. And that's no slight at Pritchard, who's very talented. I think just the left tackle is not his strong suit for this scheme. Left guard, Zach, what you feeling, man?
Tyler Booker.
Tyler. Where my boy at? Where my boy Tyler? There he go. All right, and then I think that's kind of doesn't have to be explained right there. Tyler Booker is that dude right there. I think our interior is pretty solidified. What you got at center?
Parker Brailsford.
Okay. And then right guard? Jaden, right?
Robert.
Okay. I think the O-line is the only spot that's going to really have a conversation on the O-line is that left tackle spot. I think that's not me trying to control the conversation. I think coming from this spring, looking at how James Brockemeyer performed at center with this group, you kind of expect Parker to give you the same similar results, but with more understanding and fluidity, right?
Right. Even though he did miss most of the spring with whatever issues he had going on, whether it was credits from him being transferred or mentally, whatever it was, I still believe he'll win, or he's the starter at center.
Okay. And we said right guard is going to be Jaden Roberts. Let me pull this up. Go ahead. Okay. You can go on ahead to right tackle.
Right tackle, Will Conformby.
I like.
Okay, we'll go running backs next.
Okay. Now for the depth chart, what I will accept, we can't do a 1A, 1B on the running backs because I mean, even Kalen DeBoer said this is going to be a back by committee, a committee room, because you got 4 guys in that room that do 4 different things, but they all can bring the same type of impact when they're on the field.
Right. And I think it's going to be Justice Haynes 1A, and then Jam Miller 1B. And I think they had them reversed because Justice Haynes was a little banged up going into the spring game, and then he got he re-aggravated it in the spring game, so it kind of cut his reps a little bit in the spring game.
Okay. And it's crazy. I think and then also the fact that Jam Miller has a year on Justice. I think people forget that. They forget that Jam Miller already had a year on campus before Justice did. And he does have a little bit more program awareness about him. But you look at the work ethic, you look at their effectiveness on the field, I don't think you can go wrong with either guy being 1A or 1B. So
Right. And I agree. And it's hard to choose a 1A, 1B for them because they're both dynamic players,
Right.
And so, but I'm going to try to hurry and get through this. So
you good?
Okay,
go ahead.
We'll go wide receivers next.
All right, let's start at the X position. This my cup of tea right here.
Jeremy Bernard at the X.
Okay. Jeremy Bernard at the X. Okay. I think I might have to debate that one after the phone call. I got a controversial take. Not controversial. I got a different insight take for this position. But Jeremy Bernard at the X.
The slot will be Kobe Prentice.
Okay, Zach know what he's talking about. I see you, Zach. I see you, boy. Kobe. Zach know what he's talking about.
And then at the Z, Kendrick Law.
Yes, sir.
But and see, you could flip flop Kendrick Law and Jeremy Bernard to whichever one you want to put at the X and the Z because they both bring kind of the same dynamic to same kind of skill set to this offense.
Bet. I agree. Similar. I don't think you put Kendrick Lamar in no ISOs though. That's just me. He's more of the guy you want close to the line of scrimmage, anywhere you can get the ball in his hands fast, quick. Let him get the ball and do what he do. That's what I think you got with Kendrick Lamar. Jeremy Bernard, you can see that he's focusing on developing into your more traditional wide receiver. He wasn't used as such as much at Washington, right? Or Michigan State. As a traditional wide receiver, they've always used the skill set to get the ball in his hands, kind of like Kendrick Lamar. But now, looking at the scheme, losing Jalen Hill, I think you get to see that part of everything. Now, the only position we got left is tight end. Who's our starting tight end on this first lineup?
CJ Dupree.
Okay, I'm rocking with it, Zach. So before I let you off the line, I got one question for you, and I'm gonna go over your lineup right now. This is Zach's depth chart right now, and I want the AAA fam to let me know what y'all think about it. Here we go. We got starting quarterback Jalen Milroe, running back Justice Haynes, Jan Miller, 1A, 1B. Right? You got Jeremy Bernard at the X, left tackle Caden Proctor, left guard Tyler Booker, center Parker Brailsford, right guard Jaden Roberts, right tackle Wilkin Formby, tight end CJ Dupree, Kobe Prentice at the slot. And at the Z, you got Kendrick Lamar. That's a solid. That's basically my lineup with maybe 2 possible switches, maybe 3.
Right.
Just for the sake of conversation, I maybe have 3. So Zach, with this lineup, I want you to answer this: top 5, top 10, top 15. Where does this offense rank, and who is the X factor?
Okay. I'm going to say top 5, possibly even top 3.
Ooh.
And Milroe is the X factor.
Milroe. Okay. Look, quick, simple, to the point. Zach, anything you want to say to the people before I let you go, man? Because people are eager to talk about this offensive lineup, man.
All right. Roll Tide, everybody, and love you guys.
Man, much love, Zach. Hey, Zach, I want you to call in tonight too. I got a special guest coming in tonight, and I think you're gonna want to talk to this guest.
Okay.
All right, man. I'm gonna catch up with you later, buddy.
All right, man.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide.
All right. So what we gonna do? I got a special guest caller that I'm about to hit up. Right. Give me a second. I gotta make sure. Hold on. Here we go. So I got a call to make, and I got a special guest coming on the line right now. And I think you all have been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this again, right? Here we go. Let me type the number in. All right, here we go. And y'all gonna be excited. Don't get too excited. This is a family favorite. Somebody that's been a part of the family even before the AAA was official. This is somebody that supported, me through the transition. And I can't wait to get him on the line and talk some football. We're gonna dialogue for probably like 10, 15 minutes. So if you're on the phone, if you're trying to call in for the phone line, hold off for a second. Gotta talk to my guy.
Hey, Coach.
What's up, man? What's up, Coach Al? It's your boy, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling great, brother.
Look, man. Hey, if you can turn the stream down in the background, I can hear the echo, man. But I had to get you on the line today.
Hey, it's all about us, man. It's all about football.
Listen,
how y'all doing out there, fam?
Listen, look, everybody in the chat, y'all, Coach Al Sanders is on the line. Yes. I know y'all seen him pop in the chat, but I bet y'all didn't know he was gonna be on the line. And who else better to get in here to talk about offense than the OG himself? Just a knowledgeable person when it comes to this football, not just Bama football, but football in general. Somebody that I really respect their perspectives on. And y'all know y'all know what he brings to the table. So, Coach, we ain't got much time to waste. I know you on a tight schedule. You know you big money. You building 4 houses. You just had a new car named after you. All this other stuff. So we gonna get to it. All right.
Let's roll, baby.
All right, man. So where you want to start on this depth chart? I'm pulling the depth chart up. And you know I don't know. Wherever you want to start, we can go there.
All right, let's start with QB1.
Okay.
Right? Yeah, I'll start there because you know me, I'm old school. I'm straight up the middle. We gotta be strong up the middle.
Mm-hmm.
So let's get it. Let's get it going. I want Jalen at QB1 for obvious reasons.
Yeah.
Because he has the most game experience of anybody in our QB room.
Mm-hmm.
With that said, you giving him the keys to the car.
Yeah.
And he's totally bought in, you know, between his ears. Okay. We know what he got athletically. But now this guy, you're going to see him take that next jump because now an offense is tailored to him to take advantage of his skill set.
Right.
So that the offense can play complementary football around him.
Mm-hmm.
They building it from him out.
Yeah.
So everything is geared for him. But the bigger thing I like about this is the backup. We don't have to change squat. So that means that the reps that Jalen taking in practice, Ty can take the same reps, you know, take the same type of game plan going in and everything. Sorry about that, Smook.
You good? Cujo, sit, Cujo.
That's my that's my alarm clock. That's my alarm.
Look, I got you, man.
But, yeah. So what happens is this. Let's stay right there at center.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Parker Brailsford is my guy
for
obvious reasons. Because one, I would imagine Parker and Jalen spending a lot of time in the film room looking at line calls and protection. That's going to be critical because to stop this offense, you're going to have to affect the quarterback. All right. So last year we had snap issues, we had protection issues, which threw the whole thing out. The sequence of the play caller, the timing of the play out. So, but the biggest problem I have at center is the backup. Who's going to back up Brailsford?
Right.
That guy need to get some meaningful reps early in the season, so that when we get into the SEC competition, he'll know what live bullets look like. I got Rock Montgomery backing him up.
Oh, at center?
Yeah.
I like you. You want me to tell you why I like that, Coach Al? Just to interject real quick. Rock Montgomery not only has that get off that you want coming from a snap, but he's had some high school experience at the center position. And if you go look at some of his clips, like he's really comfortable in getting out of snapping the ball and getting out of his stance and getting to it, especially in the run game. I think that's where if Parker Brailsford struggles to be able to be a solid run blocker in the SEC, that's when you start to see a little more shuffling with this lineup. So I'm right there with you. Rock Montgomery will get his opportunity behind him.
He could anchor. Okay. So now it gets a little tricky at the middle because it depends on what we're in. You know, if we're in a pistol, we're in a 2-back set, we're in a 1-back set. But let's go running back.
Okay.
Running back one, I'm going with Jam. I'm going with Jam at 1A and Justice Haynes at 1A.
Okay, look, you like everybody else. We don't know what to do. Look, I wish I could fusion these boys' little graphics together because go ahead. Because I don't want to take your thunder. Okay. Go ahead, man.
Yeah. So the reason I say that because we're gonna see a lot of 2-back sets.
Okay.
And where I came from out of the old Tony Franklin system kind of stuff, which morphed into the air raid. You know, we had the color coordination for the formations. You know, blue, green, that kind of stuff, orange, black, whatever. But these two guys, the reason I say that because what happens is now you basically got both of those guys can operate out the backfield. So now you can create a lot of spacing concepts and choice routes and option routes because this is a big inventory play offense. I mean, I could talk about this for hours, Smook. You know that, but I'm going to be respectful of time. We can go deep offline, bro.
You already know. And what's crazy is we're going to have a segment Friday night where we really open up and really debate with a panel. I plan on getting a nice panel together of, you know, Bama football personnel, people who follow Bama football and know football, and we're going to get into it. I want to allude to something real quick about what you're saying about these two at running back. So last year, we saw Jam Miller really get used in the second and third phase of the passing game. Not a lot of behind the line of scrimmage stuff, right? We saw him get trusted to get out in routes, the wheel route, down. I mean, a lot of that was just his deceptive speed, his ability to sell the flat route or the swing route out of the backfield and then just turn up field, break it up field and just blow past the linebacker, blow past the flat-footed safety. And I don't think people realize Justice Haynes and Richard Young, they possess a similar ability that Jam Miller does. So when you talk about dynamic room, running back room, and versatile.
Oh, my goodness. Yep. I mean, I don't know how you defend us, really, because one, with Jalen with the ball in his hand, all right, first of all, he's going to get to the line. And like Smook, in his offense, we go to the line and we have a play call, but we're going to have options off of that play call already set up to the offside of the ball, away from the ball. You see what I'm saying? So Jalen's, he got the keys. He got a bunch of Ferraris around him.
Yeah.
So sticking with the O-line, let's go left guard and book.
Okay.
And I got Casey Poe backing him up. Okay?
Casey Poe. All right.
And all right. Right guard, I got Jaden Roberts. Okay. And I got Olas backing him up. But one name I want to toss in there is Gino Vandermark.
Yeah. So
he's a versatile player, right? Yeah. He's a versatile player. And because he has experience too, see, that's the thing I'm big on in the SEC. So he can play grown man football, but he got to get up to speed on the system. But I think Coach gonna get him going.
Hold on, let me get Olas on here for you.
Yeah,
I got you. All right, you said Olas. Yeah. You're gonna have him at the other
back up behind Jake.
Okay. Right guard. Bet that. Yeah. Oh, I can see that.
Yeah. Okay. And left tackle, let's go there. I'm going to stay with Pritch to start the season from a familiarity standpoint. I think ultimately I'm with you, Coach, on that. I think Caden, because I think he has more upside than Pritch, will overtake him. I think Caden will play some in the first games just to get the game speed up with familiarity. But I think summer camp's going to be huge.
Yeah.
In terms of competition at that spot. Would not put it past Caden to overtake Pritch and Pritch back him up. I think basically with the wars that Pritch went through, the biggest problem with Pritch is off the field, man. Can he mature?
Yeah.
And be consistent off the field, on the field, to show the staff we can trust you, man. We can trust you to play a pivotal position to protect the backside of our, Heisman Trophy winner.
Right.
So, so let's go to right tackle. And right tackle, I'm putting Wilkin in there. Okay. I'm putting Wilkin in there, and I got Gino backing him up. So to me, Gino's like our swing player. Okay. So I think he could probably take on the mental load because he's an experienced player of both playing guard and tackle to get some more experience on that side of the line. I think he's going to be pivotal to our old line room from an experience standpoint. So I got those two going at tackle. And let's see here. So let's go. Hold on one second.
I'm trying to find this Gino. Okay, Gino Vandermark. I hopefully I got a graphic for him. I'm gonna try to pull a graphic. Okay, there it is.
Big guy.
Yeah.
He's got a big frame. He looks like a right tackle.
He really do, man. And I think in this scheme with how Kalen DeBoer uses these type, and he moves good. 6'5", 320 is not huge. You get what I'm saying? It's not too big. Right. Like, last year you got Caden Proctor, 6'7", 365, 370. You know what I'm saying? Or some crazy junk like that. That's scary. That's what you don't want. Right.
That's right. Yeah.
But this is a big frame that's carrying weight. So his 6'5", 320 to me is the same as your Jaden Roberts 6'5", 320. Jaden Roberts sitting right at 315, 320 right now. So
that's right. Yeah. I really like that combination over there too, because one of the things that really helps out is with the scheme. So we're
Mm-hmm.
going to be running up front with our run game. Okay. And one of the things is that with Jalen, I keep going back to him. He makes it 11-on-11 football.
Yeah. Yep.
Actually, with him, it makes it 12-on-11.
12 on 11
Very
because you got
disadvantage.
3 running backs on the field at one point sometimes, or sometimes you got 5 wide receivers and a running back and a quarterback in the backfield. Like,
yeah, I mean, guys, he's a cheat code, man. And I mean, really, coach. So let's get out to the wideout. Let's stay close to him. Let's go to tight end. Okay,
Bet.
my first guy, CJ. Okay, CJ, and then Robbie Oots right behind him.
Okay, look, finally somebody giving my boy Robbie his respect, man.
Yeah, and I like Robbie when we go like in a pistol, and then we got CJ, and then Robbie's kind of like that F,
the F, the H back. Well, they call him H back now. I don't get that because I've always been taught H was like you're a slot receiver that could go to the backfield. You get what I'm saying? So yeah, that terminology bothers me a little bit.
It does. So same here. I'm old school. So, but I like Oots. I like Oots in the pistol because now he can give you that split zone thing. All right, and so now he don't get enough credit for his hand. Okay, so now we could disguise what we're really trying to do. We're really trying to get Oots out. If he's a zone guy, if he's a split zone guy.
Yeah.
Okay, we block it. We zoning left, and Oots is going right.
Now we got the play action off of it.
Yeah, everything's off of that, coach. So I mean, this offense is gonna be crazy with the pieces in the sub packages we can put in. Now I ain't even got to Danny Lewis.
Hold on, Coach Al. I want to ask you a question. Yeah. When's the last time you've seen? Let's say let's say we got 12-man personnel out here, right? Let's say we got 12-man personnel, and when the last time you've seen the H back? Offset from the tight end, right? Like Robbie does, where he goes into that orbit motion, right? And he comes back to that spot, chops, and he chips the end to show run off of the play action, and we see him leak to the flat. We haven't seen that simple play from this Alabama offense in about 3 years in spots where it was needed.
Well, you'll see a lot of it this year because, Coach, offense is all about movement, getting the defense to move. Because what happens, a lot of guys try to disguise stuff, especially like Kirby. Kirby likes to send a lot of fake pressures and 5-man pressures, and they try to trick you out. But what's going to happen is now we're going to force you to play your leverage. Now we're going to force you to a place where you're going to be out leveraged if you don't check that and get out of it.
Pre-snap movement and shifts.
Pre-snap movement, man, and shifts. So this game, man, I'm gonna tell you, the SEC hasn't seen it. With a mind like the board, and don't forget our QB coach behind the scenes. We got like 5 former QB coaches on the team.
Exactly.
So that's deadly. People don't know that.
Pass game coordinators, QB coaching, that's a lot of wealth and knowledge in that room. When you talking about offense that you want the passing game to really be the highlight, not necessarily the carry, but the highlight of what you can do.
Tell you, I mean, that's a new sheriff in town.
Okay?
Let me put it that way. Okay, let's get to the ride outs, should I say?
Yeah, ride outs, baby.
Yeah, let's go with that. I'm going with Law at X. Okay,
you going with Law at X?
He's my X. Yeah, absolutely. Emmanuel gonna back him up.
At the X, the ISO receiver.
At the Yeah, I got a reason for saying that.
Put me on because I'm a big body at the X receiver. That's me. I watched Kalen DeBoer in this offense last year. Roma Dunze had a lot of ISO situations in like a lot of formations where they would start him with a slot, but they would motion guys away to create one-on-ones with him. And you look at our skill sets that's available. I mean, Jeremy Bernard and Caleb Odom are the guys I saw being in that position. But I want to hear your explanation on this X selection.
Okay, so the way I look at that is I look at Law as the kind of guy that truly is our Swiss Army knife. I'm putting him at the X because I want him on the line. And he's going to line up all over the field because of his skill set is unique to our room.
Right.
He's a big body guy. He can sprint past everybody. A lot of people want to put him in a Deebo Samuel kind of deal.
Yeah.
but I think he's a lot faster than Deebo Samuel.
Oh yeah.
Which means that that's going to really stress the defense.
Okay.
So to me, I think pick your poison with that guy. And I put Law and Emmanuel Henderson at X, and I put the rookie Ryan. I'll put him there with those guys.
Okay.
Just for starters, because we got him on the line, and for those ISO reasons, we can take advantage of his raw speed and athleticism right off the jump to get him used to college football and those kind of things. The other thing with Ryan that concerns me, and I'll say it now, if he's at X and he's on the line, and people may want to press him, I don't know. His get off is incredible. He's got really good, but he's a freshman.
Yeah.
His physicality is one of the things he might be.
And he lighting them britches.
That's what I'm saying. So, but I think he's going to grow into the scheme. He's going to be one of those guys that will move all over the field. But for now, I think he's going to have a specific role, handful of plays set for him
Right.
to get him open and free him up, to make him a big play threat.
Okay.
To threat the defense. Yeah.
Okay.
The Z, I got Jeremy Bernard at Z,
Mm-hmm.
and Caleb Oden back him up.
Okay.
Yeah. And at the H, I got Kobe.
Yeah. Look. So it ain't H no more. You know what is Y. They call the slot the Y. That is so weird to me. Cause
I'm sorry, Coach.
See, I'm with you though, Coach Al. Cause to me, we did away with tight end in 2010, 9. You get what I'm saying? We did away with TE as a spot, but they using it now. And now, the Y, we used to have big Y. We had the H, which was the slot. And then you had the F back, who was like your second tight end / fullback on.
That's right.
So
yeah. I'm just going back to what I came out of.
Yeah,
which is what we call a Tony Franklin system, which is this same thing.
Yeah,
which is a precursor to air raid and all that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So, but Cole is backing him up.
You said Caleb backing Jeremy up.
Actually, Caleb Odom is backing Jeremy up. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
and then all right, and then behind Kobe, I got Cole.
Ooh, respect.
Yeah.
Respect, because there's a young man that Cole got some snaps, right? But there's a young man on this roster that had Cole push back to that third group. Bubba Hampton.
Yeah, I got Bubba. I got Bubba and Cole right there. I got him right there, Coach.
I feel you.
Yeah, that was a tough call.
Yeah, man. And Bubba, you know what his thing is? He's a freshman. That's literally the only. That's it.
That's it, man. That's it. We think the same way, you know.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna tell you, with this wide receiver room, the interchangeable pieces, and I like what we used to do with our receivers. We had them learn all the positions.
Yeah.
You know, so that at the line of scrimmage, you know, we could switch it at the line of scrimmage. We could change their route
without flipping a formation. I remember
without flipping the formation. Yeah. So we're gonna get back into that because we got a great quarterback with a great mind who's bought into the scheme.
Mm-hmm.
It's built for him. I keep going back to that. They're building this for him to maximize his skill set. And that's what Coach said all the time.
Yeah.
We're gonna build the scheme around the players that we have and coach that up, you know. So I think this we're gonna be formidable this year. That's my lineup. Man, I wish I could talk longer, man, and get into some in-depth stuff right here with some of the packages and some stuff like Z spacing and drive concepts, and with this kind of stuff that we could do with these packages. It would be incredible to have this conversation online with the audience and everything, because I'm gonna tell y'all, fam, get ready.
Man,
get ready.
Listen,
get ready.
You talking about high power? You talking about high power, efficiency?
Yeah.
This is going to be that offense. Like we got excited about the defense last night, Coach Al.
Yeah.
But this offense, there's no question what it's going to do. And honestly, I'm gonna be real. If Jalen don't start it off strong, we will see Ty Simpson week 2. I guarantee you, Jalen has a short leash because of the expectation and the work he's been putting in. But he put this expectation on himself. He put the bar this high on himself by how he performed during the spring. Like he really got this staff's confidence. I'm telling you, this staff believes in Jalen. But Jalen has to come out and do it in game, 100%.
Right.
Like, I mean,
Right.
very short leash, and he has the ability to do it. But I'm telling you, if Ty Simpson, I said this last year, before the season started, if Ty Simpson gives his opportunity, Jalen might not get them reins back, man. Jalen might not get them reins back because this offense, there's no reason why it shouldn't be the number one offense in the nation.
You got that right. I would say this, that I'm glad we got Ty to push a guy like that.
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah, because one thing about, I know from personal experience coaching quarterbacks, you know, my number 2 guy was tied at the hip of me on the sideline.
Yeah.
All the play calls. He's seeing what I'm seeing. I'm asking him. So you see what they in. What's the next play call?
Yeah.
So I know he's locked in, ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
And Ty is that kind of guy because he's a coach's kid and he's just a gym rat. I love the guy.
Yeah.
I love both guys that we got right now in our QB room. Don't forget Dylan. Dylan's coming up. Dylan got his best skill set. He's not in that class with those 2 guys, but he's a gamer. I can tell you that right now.
Yeah.
From over here in Georgia, I watched him at Brookwood.
Yeah.
I watched that kid. He got some swag.
Baseball kid too, right? Dylan played baseball too, right?
Do, man. You got it. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, got to bounce, coach. Man, appreciate the invite, fam. Hey, look here. I'm still out there. I just got a lot going on right now.
Yeah.
Man, I just can't. It's hard to get off the phone, bro.
Man, I already know, man, and that's why I hate that I got a little bit behind with my explanation because I can't wait to have this conversation. You know, me, you, Coach Sean, we love offense, man. So just know Friday night that if you can make some time, man, because we're going to jump back into this Friday. We're going to really break down 2 hours. We're going to spend an hour on the offense. We're going to spend an hour on the defense. And the last 30 minutes of the show, we're going to do some hard, takes. We're going to do some bold takes with both sides of the ball. And I can't wait to see what kind of controversy or what kind of hype we stir up, because I think with that panel and a few more guys I'm going to add to it, I think we're going to have some good stuff to talk about this Friday.
Hey, Coach, one more nugget before I go.
Mm-hmm.
All right. No, Josh Allen at Buffalo Bills,
right?
Right. All right. You see how they use him in the run game. So I think Coach is going to intentionally use Jalen in the run game to get single high looks. They got to drop a safety down. They got to drop a safety down because of what we'd be doing with spreading the defense out.
Yep.
And now Jalen's a threat. You got to do that.
Right.
And now, oh my goodness, look for a lot of deep balls, some deep digs, some overs, and all that kind of stuff, man. It's going to be nuts.
This extended mesh concept that Kalen DeBoer has designed, him and Nick Sheridan have began to design, and then the what they call it, the perception depth, the ceiling depth mesh concept, where you're pressing a guy at an angle, you're pressing his cushion at an angle, you're telling your slot on the left to press the opposite safety's inside shoulder, not at an angle, but at a rounded over crosser type route. That type of stuff is dangerous because now you're just getting to spacing and timing. That's it.
That's right. I mean, if you look at how Andy Reid used to use Tyreek Hill, I mean, he get the ball to him on the move in the intermediate over game. It's over. It's a wrap.
And you got like 6 of those dudes in the wide receiver room where you don't want them catching the ball in between the hashes and there's nobody within 6-7 yards of them.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh man,
hey Coach, man, good to talk to you, brother. I'm glad this show is blowing up, man. You know, more power to you. If I can help in any kind of way, you know, I'm right here in ATL with
you. You already know, Coach Al. As soon as you get settled, get everything back up and running, it's happening. You already know it's already happening, man.
All right, much love, fam.
All right, man. You take care, man. I'll catch up with you later.
Roll Tide.
Roll Tide, man. Coach Al on the line, y'all. Coach Al on the line with the heat. Y'all knew I had to bring him on. We've been waiting for Coach Al to get on the line. Every time myself, Coach Al, and Coach Sean talk, we will be talking about the weather, right? But as soon as somebody say something about some Alabama offense and what this is going to be, Jalen Murray, all that stuff, or the offense football in general, but the offensive side, it's up. We can go 6-7 hours. If I could do a 6-7 hour stream and we just talk, I guarantee y'all would stick around for it, because that's the type of talks we have. We can literally break down every position, every skill set for an hour. On that offense side, I like defense too. We know defense wins games. Defense wins championships. Offense sells tickets, all that crap. But this college game today, offense is really where it's at. If you don't have a good offense, you might as well cancel it. We saw teams with great defenses last year just blow games because they couldn't get points on the board. Man, tell y'all, phone line is back open, y'all. Phone line is back open. Call in. We building the depth chart. I want y'all to take a look at this. Coach Al went too deep. I let Coach Al go too. Well, I ain't let him. Coach Al get to go 2 deep, 3 deep, because that's Coach Al. Well, y'all, we coming in 1 deep. I want your starting lineups. So go ahead and call in. The number is on the screen, 334-625-1121. Let's build this offensive depth chart. We got a minute too. We're gonna talk about this for another 30-45 minutes, and then we're gonna come with our final depth chart at the end of the segment today. At the end of the phone call segment today, we're gonna come with our final depth chart, and then we got a few news releases that we want to talk about, right? And then some announcements. As a matter of fact, let's do the announcements now. RSVP link for Bama UGA Tailgate. We're gonna go ahead and launch it today. We're gonna use Eventbrite, but what it is I need y'all to pay attention with the hold up. Let me get the graphic up for us. With the Eventbrite link, there will be a RSVP link that gives us our count. So when we go to our when we submit our request for space and everything, we already have that intact. We already have our numbers of projection of people that we're going to have. Let me see. I got to go back to the Discord here. Get this graphic here. Here we go. So we're going to use Eventbrite. It's like the easiest way to, I guess, to kind of just get the head count for what we're trying to do, right? And I got to keep those pictures up, so I'm going to put that right here. But here, don't forget the RSVP for the Bama Georgia Tailgate, right? We're going to have some fun at this event, y'all. I'm telling you right now, do not forget the RSVP. If you don't RSVP, for the space that we're trying to acquire, it's going to cost a little something. Not nothing crazy, but it's going to cost. And I don't think it would be fair for people that pay attention to the links and do everything and support on the monthly or the weekly or the daily, or the hourly, because I got some of my moderators, they be in that Discord, and I promise you I might have to cut a few checks because of how active they are and how good they keep the Discord, the family together. But don't forget the RSVP. The link will be pushed out today. The Eventbrite link will be pushed out today, so be on the lookout for that. Also, if you want your picture on the banner that we will be creating for this event, it's going to look something similar to this. But we're going to continue to edit as we get pictures. I got a new picture from Marquita and Cole. I'm going to add that one too. We got some more pictures from other people that's in the chat. Zach sent his yesterday. Toby got one with him and Coach Kalen DeBoer. The fact that we're going to have a picture with somebody with in our family that's with Kalen DeBoer, that's going to be a highlight. Like, I got somebody that's going to design this better. This is something that I created, but it'll be something like this. And it's going to be a big banner. We're going to probably do a 10 by 12, something like that, something big. Something when we put it up, you can't miss it. And that's what we're going to have at the entrance, two or three of them. But this is what y'all are contributing to. This is what y'all are contributing to. Your super chats, your monetary donations, your memberships. This is what y'all contributing to. This is yours. This is you all. This is us. We are AAA. We are authenticity above all. We are authentic. This is who we are. So this is what y'all, Coach DeBoer officially a part of the AAA. Hey, listen, if we ever get to that level where we got Coach DeBoer checking in with us, oh, y'all know what's up. What's up, Jordan Campbell in the chat? I see you, my boy. Yeah, I can't wait, y'all. I can't wait for this, the tailgate. It's going to be the one to remember. And like I said, it's going to be even much sweeter when we blow Georgia out. I'm ready to see these Georgia fans. Georgia fans, they like to pack up early when they lose. They pack up early. They leave quietly. A few of them, they don't in Marquita. They pack up early. They pack up early. They get quiet on you. You 1 minute, like the SEC championship game, they stuck around because that one went to the wire. But the national championship, When we went in there, I mean, not the national championship, the SEC championship. After that with Bryce, when we went in there and just blew them out the water, oh, them boys is packing up, leaving quiet. All they tailgate stuff, I saw water being thrown on coals on grills so they can go ahead and put it out so they can dump them and trap. Like yeah, they get quiet. They pack up their ball and they leave. You sent me a picture. Yeah, Uncle Jay, I see you up there. Let me hold up. Let me put the full screen on here. You up there, Uncle Jay? I know you see that clean head over there. Your son over here. Your son, Moon Rocket. You see your son down here? That's your son right here. That's your son. You see that? Y'all can't tell me they don't look alike, don't they look alike? Y'all can't tell me they don't look alike. But yeah, man, we got, I can say, you know, I couldn't have this picture without you. You, Cindy, Auntie Janet, Tracy, Trina, everybody, man. We got the whole squad. Gil is in there. We got Quasha and Cindy over there. My mom, dad, my oldest sister, Cicely, right? Got Travelpreneur in the chat. We got Antoine. We got JB on there. We got Bino. We got Jay Jackson. We got D Wade, the host in that mug. We got Nicole. We got Crazy Sean. We got Marquita in the back. We got KT. And we got Ebony Williams. Noah Carter's mom. We in there. And y'all, guess what? We might be able to add Noah and them boys on here too. Just wait on it. But yeah, that's what we doing, y'all. That's what we got rocking. And what else we got? Still got the giveaway going. Actually, today before I end the show, I want to do a entry opportunity. I want to do give you an opportunity to get into the entry for the autograph football because we got some names lined up. We're gonna be able to get some autographs. I was able to get in touch with two former players, and they're going to try to get me in touch with my favorite wide receiver of all time, DJ Hall. So we working on that. If I get a DJ Hall autograph, I might have to go buy something else just to make sure I get something that I can hold on to. But we're gonna have some of those people get on that ball and autograph it. Like I said, man, that's gonna be a prized possession. So this may honestly get Napier fight. Talking about down old Billy Bags down there in Florida. Yeah, this year he might get fired. That schedule, he might get fired. Uncle Jay say he got 5. I got 5 on it. Come on, y'all. Call in. The line is open. Let's build this depth chart. Let's get back to building the depth chart. Uncle Jay, appreciate the $5 super chat too, for real, man. You already know how we rock. You know how we get down. While y'all get this, while y'all get the phone calls in, I'm gonna edit this. I like Coach Al's takes on some of these positions. The only debate I would debate, me and Coach Al would probably go back and forth about is that X position. I know what I can understand what he sees, why he would see Kendrick Law there, being a starter there. But for me, I just go back and I look at how Kalen DeBoer used that position last year, and the skill sets that fit that right now. To me, Caleb Odom is like I believe, and this is my bold take. I believe Caleb Odom will be a starter by week 5, week 6. I think Caleb Odom is going to have a coming out party against maybe one of our opponents, like let's say, because Georgia's week 4. I think he'll have a coming out party against the likes of maybe a Wisconsin, right? Week 3, or maybe week 2 against USF. I think he might have a coming out party. J-Mo was Z. He played off the line a lot. That's why you would see him get the spacing like he did. J-Mo played a lot of Z. Mechie played a lot of X. Mechie was your route technician. He wasn't small. You get what I'm saying? 5'10". We haven't seen big body receivers like we have on a few that we have on the roster right now. So they just Saban and his staff relied on guys to win with speed. Holman Wiggins didn't really develop a lot of guys, right? During his time here. But you had sets a good group of guys that kind of worked amongst each other, right? They fed off of each other. And Mechie was that dude. He played a lot of X. He played a lot of the X position. And that's going to lead to his QB coming home. Oh, yeah. You know what? Jordan Campbell. Speaking of Juju, that is heating up, man. That talk is heating up. I know we haven't heard much about these guys in recruiting. A lot of them got spring ball. A lot of them are taking that. Some of them are taking officials, right? So we're not hearing a lot of buzz coming from these guys. But what I will say, Juju Lewis is definitely realistic. And Me personally, y'all, if we miss on him, we miss. But to me, it's not a miss. It's like you have so many other options available, guys that are interested that we've offered for the quarterback position at 25 class, that there are some skill sets that are similar to Juju in this 25 class. So I hope we get him, right? You look at what he does, the hype that he's built around himself is definitely warranted. And him and Caleb Odom already having a connection. That's going to be good. That's going to be good. The offensive line will be fired very fast. Jay Mill going to shine. Shaq, I agree with you 100%. We ain't got nobody trying to call in on the line. Cause if not, I'm about to I'm gonna go ahead and bring I'm gonna do my lineup. I'm gonna do my controversial lineup while we waiting. I'm gonna do a controversial lineup because I think people need to see this. Let me share this tab. I think people need to see this. So, and this is me, cuz Smook. If Odom starts by week 5, that means 1 or 2 wide receivers may hit the portal. Who would you see doing that? Ooh, good question. Honestly, bro, I'm gonna disagree. I'm gonna coincide with your point, but overall I disagree. If we see 2 receivers hit the portal, it'll be because they didn't have a year like they were projected. I don't think you have first round talent in this wide receiver room, but I don't think we'll have first round productivity in this room. I think we'll have second round, third round productivity for the NFL. But on the college level, I think you're gonna have some elite guys, right? But if there was a guy to hit the portal because Caleb Odom took the spot, and you know the portal stuff always comes after the season. So and I'm looking at this room, I'm thinking maybe Cole Adams, just because it would be he would be going into what year? Where them slot positions at? Where I put my slot guys at? I think Cole will be going into his senior year after this year. Oh no, he's going to be a junior. Basically a junior. He's a redshirt freshman this year. So he'll be going into his junior year. He'll probably be looking for a role to be solidified in. And then Jalen Hale coming back from an injury. I think Jalen Hale would probably be one of the ones hitting the portal if things don't work out like the projection is. But I need y'all to understand, Kalen DeBoer is going to use his depth in that wide receiver room. Jarvis Mitchell said, do you see Ryan Williams potentially transferring? Not no, Jarvis, but hell no. And I hope my mama don't get mad at me for that, because I just don't see it. And not no, but hell no. Ryan Williams, no. Yo, if there isn't a player, so let's talk realistically. And this is not anything. I'm not saying this is what's happening with Ryan. But if you play football in high school, especially during my era, there were 1 or 2 players on your team that seemed like they got away with everything and they got whatever they wanted because the coaches knew how important they were to the team. As much as you contributed, as much as you were a part of the team, there were 1 or 2 players on every team on offensive side and on defensive side that the coaches kind of had that kind of like relationship with. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, Ryan Williams is that guy for the future of Alabama right now, for this Kalen DeBoer era. I guarantee you, there's a reason why he was a priority when Kalen DeBoer and this staff took they came over to Alabama. There was a reason why Ryan Williams' father and Jamarcus Shepard were in conversations before Jamarcus Shepard got officially announced as the wide receiver coach for the University of Alabama, right? I that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't see it in his future unless there's some crazy coaching turnover or there's some crazy realignment. I don't see Ryan Williams ever leaving. I think Ryan Williams is he's gonna have his first year where he gets the spot play and get eased into this scheme. Second year, there's going to be a lot of expectations set on him. He'll be ready. And then his third year, he's going to be done. Ryan Williams going to be 19 going into the NFL draft. 19 years old, eligible for the NFL draft. Just think about that. He's going to be a 19-year-old draftee. Like he's going to be drafted at the age of 19. So that to me, that just tells you. And this staff, they believe in this whole, not just Ryan, but this whole 24-25 group. They believe in this group. This is the start of their legacy at the University of Alabama. They believe in this group. And Kalen DeBoer is an offensive guy. He has the experience playing wide receiver in college. You get what I'm saying? So even though he's gravitated towards the quarterback and molding quarterbacks, Those wide receivers get held from Kalen DeBoer just as much as they get it from Jamarcus Shepard. All right. What's up, Tink, in the chat, man? Hey, Tink, the phone line open. We building that offensive depth chart. What you trying to do? We trying to build that offensive depth chart. And Nicole, that's true. That's why y'all will pop out quick. They do. They do. They do, Ebony. Ebony, you in the chat too. You can attest to this too. You got to be around Coach Kalen DeBoer. And when he wants guys, when he builds relationships, it's a reason. He's not trying to blow smoke. You know, he's one of those straightforward guys. Ryan Williams feels that. You know, he feels that from this staff, and he's not going anywhere. But back to my debate about the X position. I really believe Caleb Odom is going to shape his way into you. I mean, right now he's not the starter out of just the fact that he's a true freshman. It's a lot of those situations across the board where a lot of these guys aren't starters because they're true freshmen. There's no reason to force you out there when you got experience in front of you that can learn this scheme and can provide the experience factor, the veteran mindset, right? Just got out of a meeting. How's it going? It's going good, man. We building offensive depth charts right now. And this is the first lineup. I'm going to show you the first lineup from Coach Al's phone call. Hold on. As long as our wide receivers have more yards than Bonds. Man, hey, you know, that name about to be forbidden in the state of Alabama. That kid, man. I hate he did that, man. And to me, it's not a character flaw. It's just the mentality. It's just the mentality. Some kids have egos. Isaiah Bonds has an ego, man. He's a wide receiver. I mean, you kind of expect it. Look at Chad Johnson. Look at T.O. Look at all those guys. Look at Steve Smith. You know, some of the greats. Egos, right? Egos. I had an ego as a wide receiver, and I wasn't even a star on my team. I just, in practice, man, I would dog a lot of our DBs. I mean, dog them. And we just had I went to Russell County. We didn't have a program. We had a football team. We didn't have a football program. And there is a huge difference. For those coaches out there, you all know what that means. We had a football team. We had players show up. Half the time we didn't have a playbook. We got handed a piece of paper for practice, and these are the plays we're going to run today. Boom. But then when I got to Central, we had film sessions. You know, Russell County film sessions wasn't like teaching moments. Russell County film sessions was like, ooh, you got ran over. Ooh, we ain't supposed to do that. Ooh, like, nah. At Central, that's when I started learning about coverages. I started learning about depth perception and with my route adjustments. What to read when I was given the option route, right? Because we didn't have a pass heavy offense my senior year at Central. And they started gravitating towards it the following years after that. 2009 and 2012 is when you really start to see Central's offense. What it is now is when that started developing. So, but yeah, you said Ebony said give her a membership, y'all. Hey, listen, Ebony, you know what's crazy? You know what's crazy? Text your brother real quick. I'm going to give you something so you could go ahead and get the stamp of approval. That's what I'll do today. That's how I'm going to pay it forward. Text your brother. I'm going to send you something, and I'm going to try to see if we can get this thing squared away for us today. Y'all know Ebony, my sister, right? Uh-oh, hold on. Oh, Nicole, Nicole been holding out. She got the good picture. Nicole, you been holding out. Nicole been holding out, y'all. She been holding out. She got the good pictures I wanted. Hey, I got to make an edit on them, though. Y'all see them in the back. That rubbernecker. Marquita, I ain't gonna get in trouble today. I promise. I went to Civilization University. I graduated from the Civilization University. I know how to be civilized. And this Bama move has killed my pockets. Hey, that's what happened when you got future stars, when you birth out future stars, man. So Ebony, y'all, when Noah get to Bama, we gotta enjoy her because she gonna be big time on us in about 4 years, y'all. She gonna be big time. She got Noah already at Bama about to be going to the league. Then she got Isaiah, the oldest. Just a multi-facet, talented young man. Cut hair, music, writer. Like all this stuff, just a dude. And then the youngest boy, you go, if y'all follow Will Carter, Noah's dad, check out the young boy during his workouts. Check out some of his stuff. Check out his stuff. Even Noah is like, yeah, just watch. I love that family, man. I love the Carters. Carter Williams, William Carter's. Love him, man. I want to see how the role Seminoles play for sure. Man, Roydell Williams, Malik Benson, Earl Little. I want them to be successful at Florida State. I really do. We were debating on Florida State yesterday on the Round the Table Sports, the Round the Table segment. We were debating on the ACC, and the thing is, if they didn't have DJ Uiagalelei, right? If they didn't have DJU, I think Florida State would be solid. I think the quarterback that they ended up having to play last year, the third string guy, if they would have made an effort to keep him, he does a better job than DJ. DJ just ain't got it, y'all. DJ just ain't got it. That's just my personal opinion. He don't have it for me. You had Clemson, literally everything was set up around you, and you just did not have it. Your composure was off. Your no accuracy. You overthrowing 7-yard crossers with nobody in the space. Like, come on, man. Come on, man. Yeah, she bougie. She bougie, my sister bougie. We talking about cinnamon rolls now? Y'all tripping, man. Oh, man. The DJ got us. DJU isn't it at all, Davin. At all. Man, come on. Somebody call in. The phone line is open, y'all. And y'all ain't gonna do this to me. We got a phone call segment, and y'all ain't talking to me. We talking offense. We're talking about the offense. Are y'all tired of talking about the offense? Do we need to switch it up? I really thought y'all was going to be blowing it up today because this is the spot. Like, this is the controversy. I know people want to talk Lil Road. Don't be scared to talk. See, you know what it is? You know what it is, Marquita? You know what it is, KT? What it is people, when they ain't got to call in and talk and speak, and they think differently of how I thought, they was strong about, typing that stuff. They was strong about sharing their opinions. Get on the phone line. Talk to me. Tell me why Jalen Monroe shouldn't be the starter to Rich. Where Rich go? Where Rich go? Why you hiding Rich? You talking about Ty QB1? Nah, bro. We told you about that. Don't be doing that. Don't be doing that. Come on, get on that phone line. Talk to me. The keyboard warriors go, yeah. That's how they do. Gotcha. Nah, you ain't got me, brother. Stand on it. 10 toes down, baby. Stand on business. He ran, Ben left. Listen, y'all be scaring folks out the chat, man. I know Cole be ready to jump on somebody's neck, boy. Cole, she be ready. Sis be ready. Work been crazy this week. Smook definitely going to call sometime this week when I get in that opening. All right, bet that, Davin. Bet that. So, because of that, I think we can call. Let me see. Let me make sure he up. Let me call my brother. This ain't necessarily what he does with the network, but I think this can segue into something to kind of close the show out because we got about 30 more minutes that we're gonna be alive. I got told yesterday, y'all, and I ain't gonna say no names, but y'all know I got told yesterday that I have to practice staying within my time frames because we don't want to look at opportunities. What if Coach Smook Network gets the opportunity to be on like a major broadcasting station plus YouTube, right? We can't continue to go over our time. So the 2 hours that we have for our show, y'all help me. Please help me. Please help me. I have a problem. I talk so much. And sometimes I can't stop. I'm just playing. But y'all help me stay within that time frame, y'all. I've been saying that. David said Jordan Travis has great footwork. DJ is slow-footed. He can't get out of them situations that Trav could. Not even that. I think Florida State's offensive line, David, appreciate you for pulling up, man. I forgot you had became a member, my guy. Listen, another house rule. If you're a member of the channel, I think I need to make an instructional video on how to share your profile pictures. If you're a member of the family, we want to see and know who we're talking to. We got Pennywise, we got Freddie, right? We know we got all them in the family, and they got you know what I'm saying. I want y'all to be able to show the people. So when y'all show up, like we did last time with outside with Coach Smook, that's what made it fun, right? It was hey, look at this person. Who is this in the chat, right? If you had to guess who this was in the chat, this was our first time meeting. If you had to guess who this was in the chat, who is this, right? And so people was walking up, and I was like, "Ooh, who is it?" I was wrong. I didn't get Nicole right. Who else I didn't get right? I didn't get Travelpreneur right because I thought he was Dwight. I mean, Antoine, one of them. I thought he was one of them. And then when I seen Dwight, it's crazy. I had just seen, was it Dwight? I just seen Dwight at the stadium, but I had seen so many people throughout the day. I was like, wait, didn't I just see you? So it was cool. So yeah, definitely look into that, y'all. I might do like a little instructional video, show you how to do that. I know who told you about staying within the time. Listen, who Pops? You like being messy. My dad been being messy, real messy the last few weeks, man. He proud of me, so he like to kind of pick at me about being in this space because he been trying to get my head in this space for a while about, believing in myself, sticking to my guns, pushing my agendas, pushing the vision, writing the vision, sticking to it, trusting the process, all of that stuff. So my dad, he's like that mentor that's like, he's saying I told you so, but he's saying I love you. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I told you so, but he's not saying that. He's saying I love you. Keep doing it. You know what I'm saying? You should have been doing it. This stuff. So yeah, I like that. Uh-oh. Y'all know who calling in.
Call from
Jay Townsend.
Mm-hmm.
to accept, press 1. To send
Uncle Jay. I did not think it would take you this long to call your nephew. Hold on. Before you yell at me, I'm going to fuss at you first, and then you can fuss at me. What took you so long to call in? You supposed to be on this offensive talk a long time ago. This is your spot. This is your side of the ball,
Look here. I was trying to give everybody else opportunity. I'm sitting here watching, but I was just waiting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But anyway, I pretty much gave you my offensive line, but I'll start over with you, okay?
All right, hold on. Let me jump to the graphic. Let me make sure I got us set up right and get the people in. Everybody ready to hear this. I know they ready to hear this. All right, I'm on the O line now. Where we starting at left side or right side? Which side?
Okay, I'm gonna start on the left side, the left tackle.
Mm-hmm.
Left tackle. I'm gonna say Elijah Pritchett.
Okay.
Left guard, Tyler Booker.
Mm-hmm.
Center, I'm gonna go with Parker Brailsford. I'm sure he's gonna more than likely be the starting center.
Okay.
No doubt, Jalen Roberts is gonna be the right guard.
Yes, sir.
The right tackle is gonna be Wilkin Formby.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now I'm gonna go to the receivers.
All right, hold on. Let me get over there. You starting at X, Y, or Z?
I'm gonna start at X.
Okay. Who you got at X?
I'm gonna say Kendrick Law.
Okay. You and Coach Al on the same tip.
And at the Z, I'm gonna say Bernard.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And at the slot, the Y.
Kobe Prentice.
Okay. You know what? Before you continue, I think Kobe Prentice might be our leading receiver. I remember a lot of people were thinking it might be Jeremy Bernard and Kendrick Law. I think because of those dudes being, kind of pushed as the perimeter guys, you're going to see a lot of middle attacking concepts from Coach Kalen DeBoer in this offense. And the opportunities on the outside are going to be big opportunities, big play opportunities. And Kalen DeBoer, on average, like actual dialed-up plays where they attack down the field 20-plus yards or more, they were in the top 10, top 5 as far as plays attacking downfield in the nation last year with Washington. So I can just imagine what they're going to do. And most of these teams average only, 12, 13 play. I think it was 12.7 plays a game where they attack 20-plus yards down the field. And Kalen DeBoer they were over the national average by 3 or 4 plays. So you thinking maybe 14 to 16 opportunities downfield. Everything else mostly intermediate, middle of the field. I think you see guys like Kobe Prentice, Bubba Hampton, Emmanuel Henderson, Cole Adams. I think you'll see them get a lot more looks. The tight end room, I think you're going to see them get a lot more looks than what we're used to seeing pre Kalen DeBoer. So yeah, that's my feels on it.
And I'm gonna say tight end gonna be C.J. Dupree.
Okay. C.J. Dupree.
No doubt at quarterback is gonna be Milroe.
Yes, sir.
This could go either way. but with the running back, I'm gonna go Jam Miller, then Justice Haynes.
Okay. And I don't think, you know what? And I don't think that's an argument anymore. So from now on, I'm gonna just put these jokers next to each other. They excited. You know what? You know what's scary about this tandem? They're excited to play off of each other. These two are excited to play off each other. Like when I got to interview them during the spring, they were really just excited. Like one was on one side of the media room, the other one's on the other side, or maybe like 6 or 7 feet away from them, you know, with the other circle of people. And, you know, a running back question be answered, asked, and you see Justice look at Jam. Like, yeah, like, bro, they just don't know. They just don't know. So I'm excited to see this running back room. And then they got two guys behind them right now that we've seen on film or in the spring game that you really don't see a drop-off with Richard Young and Daniel Hill.
And one thing I was going to say, too, this guy, people don't even talk about him, but I think he's going to get on the field quite a bit, and he's going to really show out. And I think he's going to be backing up Law. I think Emmanuel Henderson. Emmanuel Henderson is he's going to show up and show out this year.
I'm going to tell y'all this. Emmanuel Henderson was a running back when he came to Bama. I want y'all to remember that.
I know this. I know this.
And so
he came from my area.
Yep.
He came from my area.
Yep. And
this kid almost averaged 200 yards a game as a running back in high school.
Speed. That's all I think about when I think about E-Man. Speed. And another thing is Emmanuel Henderson, everybody's talking about the drops. Well, he's still learning to be a wide receiver. He's still learning how to be a wide receiver. He was more focused on his route running. You look at his route running compared to what we used to see him be able to get opportunities to do last year to what he's being asked to do this season. That fits his skill set now. And so from that perspective, I think that allows him to get on that jug machine and work on the hands. Get those reps with the first string quarterback, second string quarterback, and work on the hands, because that's what his only downfall was from the spring. Not his blocking on the perimeter, not his route running. It was just the drops he had. He had 2 decent drops, 2, and they weren't bad passes. The one of them, it was I think Jaron Hamilton had one. Emmanuel Henderson had just came out on the play before that, you know. So I like Emmanuel Henderson. I don't think I like him at the X though.
I agree with you 100% as far as his reason for the drops.
Yeah.
I mean, it's no excuse for drops, but he's learning a new position. You know what I'm saying? Because he was mainly a running back, and because of his speed, I think that's why Coach Saban moved him to receiver. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, he a little bit on the smaller end too for a running back in the SEC. Like 180 as a running back in the SEC not gonna cut it. Not on a down to down basis. You want to play? We can use your speed. Your hand. You got decent hands because he was a great out the back backfield catcher. You know what I'm saying? He had great hands out of the backfield. But once it's different running routes from that level and getting in the second and third phase of things, understanding spacing, understanding the windows that you got to be able to see and be expecting the ball in, adjusting to the ball in the air. So I think we're going to see that.
And another thing too, I think Proctor will eventually start, but you know that's who I'm going up with from the beginning as far as a starter, as far as the left tackle. I think he's gonna have to earn that spot. I said that before. I still say that he's gonna have to earn that spot. Maybe by the 4th, 5th game, he'll probably earn it.
Yeah.
But hopefully that won't run Pritchard off. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we got to go with what's best. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you this.
I feel like he can be the better player, but I don't feel like we should just hand the cake to him. You know what I'm saying?
Same.
He need to help in building it. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. And I'm gonna say this: if Proctor does move Pritchard out the way, Pritchard's gone. Somebody's going to use Pritchard, and they're probably going to bring him in and make him a guard off rip. Somebody's going to get Proctor, and they're going to make him not Proctor. They're going to get Pritchard, and they're going to make him a guard. Pritchard is a specimen when he could be physical. finesse is not his strong suit. And I won't even give him the pass pro grade. I give him a C plus B minus pass grade overall, right? If I had to evaluate Pritchard. The reason I like Bertrand to probably move Pritchard out the way during the fall is for the simple fact that Proctor he probably won't get first team looks that first week, going into fall, the first week of the season. But Bertrand started to trend up a lot towards the end of spring ball. So yeah, man. So Uncle Jay, I'm gonna go down your lineup, your first team lineup, and then I'm gonna let you get your last statement, and then I got a 10:45 guest caller that I got to get a conversation in with. So here we go. Quarterback Jalen Miro. Running backs, we saying Jam and Justice 1A. Kendrick Law starting X. Left tackle Elijah Pritchard. Left guard Tyler Booker. Center Parker Brailsford. Right guard Jaden Roberts. Right tackle Woodkin Foreman. Tight end CJ Dupree. Slot Y Kobe Prentice. And at the Z we got Jeremy Bernard. Looking very similar to Coach Al.
And I'm gonna say that with that offense right there, I think we could be top 5.
Top 5. I want this from you, Uncle Jay. I want this from you. Huh? Top 5 with what major stat? What major stat categories? What our numbers looking like in those major stat categories? I'm running down QB, average passing yards per game.
I think we're gonna be in the top 5.
Top 5 with top 5. That means we averaging like just statistically over the last few years. You've had quarterbacks, you have had teams that average in the top 5. I want to say last year the best team was averaging 337 a game passing. So you're saying that this team could possibly average like 300, 315 a game?
I think so.
Okay, I can see that.
With this offensive scheme, I think we can.
Me too. Run game. What are we averaging there?
Oh man, we got to be in the top 3. I mean, with the running backs that we have, I think yards per carry. I think these guys are going to do good, and especially Haynes.
Justice Haynes averaged 6.4 as a true freshman. 6.4. Jam Miller was behind him at 5.1. Jace McClellan was behind them at 4.9. Roydell Willis was right there with him at 4.87. I think those are the numbers. Y'all go fact check me.
And think about this offensive line. To me, I think this offensive line is going to be better this year than it was last year. It came on at the end of last year, but I think we're going to start out better than we did last year. I really do.
Yep. And I really agree with this lineup, man. I like this lineup to start the season. I really think this is what we're going to see trot out there first. Even with the transfer of Vanderham, I don't see him pushing his way into that starting lineup unless we have an injury across the front somewhere. Then you'll see the likes of him and Caden Proctor might get rushed in there. Elijah Pritchard has been injury prone in the past, right? And you know, don't get injured, Elijah. That's not going to help your case. You know, Proctor is definitely going to if he gets an opportunity, they're going to go with him. They're going to go with him, and they know he's going through some growing pains. So, Uncle Jay, great lineup. Go ahead.
I think he was. I think Vander. How you pronounce the name? I think he was picked. He was picked up for depth anyway. In my opinion, I don't think he was brought in there to start. I thought, you know, just in case we have injuries, and we're gonna have injuries. That's why we got to have depth. You know what I'm saying? So that's my take on that.
I got some numbers to run by you, and just a quick assessment. Caleb King, the run game. He's saying we're gonna average about 238. That's a lot. I think you can get top 10 with 160 a game total run game. Like in this day and age of offense, 180, 190. You don't have to break 200 no more. And usually what you're gonna have is in this offense with the run game, the run disparity of how we're going to rotate guys, you're probably only going to have one guy break 100 a game, right? And then you'll have somebody with 60 or 70 right behind them, but it'll be quality yards. The average to me is most important. When you hand the ball off, what are we averaging? 6-7 yards a carry. If we can do that, 4 to 7 yards a carry, you're ahead of the sticks every time you hand the ball off.
And that's the main thing, is to stay ahead of the sticks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, appreciate you, Uncle Jay. Let me go ahead and get this other phone call. Right. What you got to say to the people before you go, Unc?
Roll Tide.
Yes, sir. Look, Uncle Jay be hype, man. I'm telling you. Uncle Jay be so hype, man. Oh,
and I
man.
don't give a damn about nothing but Bama.
Man, listen, Bama. That's what we about. That's all we care about here. Man, I appreciate you, Uncle Jay. And we're gonna touch base today. We gotta have a little quick meeting later this afternoon. I'll text you and let you know what's up.
All right.
All right, man. All right, so the phone lines are now closed. I gotta call somebody. We got a depth chart, and I'm gonna post it. I'm gonna post it on Twitter. I'm gonna post our final depth chart because my setup just got outvoted. I've just had 3 callers. I've seen 2 position switches, and I think that's what I'm gonna post as the final depth chart. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make this. I gotta call our next guest. 706. Don't call in no more. The phone line closed. we see, y'all sat there and let me sit around for 20 minutes. Nobody want to talk to me. Marky, everybody want to talk to me. And now that I got to hit my other guests on, they want to try to blow the phone line up. They so y'all go get her. Hold on, let me get this right number. I almost typed the wrong number in, y'all. Hey, you know what? I think I'm going to have, I might be able to give you access to this too, Keita. I'm going to see.
What's up, man?
Brody, Smook, what's up, man? It's your big brother, Coach Smook. How you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good, man. You know, just hanging out at the beach with my family and all in Alabama recruiting, like always.
Just keep rubbing it in my face, bro, about you being at the beach. You know what? Nobody asked you about being at the beach. Don't start the conversation like that. You know I'm up here in Georgia next to this old nasty Chattahoochee River, and I'm not at the beach. So you don't have to throw it in my face, bro. I thought we was better than that.
All right. Hey, that's where I stay at, beside the Chattahoochee, so I can't relate to that.
I know. Okay. Man, listen, I called you today because before I close this show out today, we got about 8 minutes to have our conversation, and we'll have you on again tonight because we got some recruits coming on as special guests today. So I definitely want to have you on again tonight so we can get more in depth. But update the people on some of the names that, we just recently offered. Update the people on some of the names to look out for coming across the state, not just in state, but out of state guys. Give us a little rundown, Brody.
As far as guys we just offered a Arizona safety class of 25. He's a 3-star, Rylan Dillard Allen. He's going to take an official visit and have us in his top 3. And then we also offered a tight end, which is a position that I'm really interested in tracking because I'm not really sure who we're going to sign at tight end. I think we'll sign one because I think we have a lot of depth at that area position. But I think tight end's an interesting position to watch. We offered Raven Gap tight end Marshall Pritchett. He committed to North Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
I want to say the old staff was interested in him. So it'll be interesting if we could get him in for a visit. Like I said, he's committed to North Carolina. Interestingly enough, his recruiter is Freddie Kitchens.
Yeah.
And he played at Alabama, and now he's at North Carolina. So I found that interesting. But a guy I would keep my eye on that might commit soon, and he kind of hinted at it, is Zion Gibson out of Gadsden City. That's the same high school that Gray Kirkpatrick played for. 2026 kid. Seems like this staff's, their main priority is 2025, but they're already working to assemble that 2026 class, and especially in the secondary. So he's a guy I'd be keeping my eye on for sure.
Zion Gibson. It's crazy that you say that because Zion, we reached out to Zion yesterday, and Zion reached out like immediately, responded back. When he saw that I cover Bama football, usually the guys that hit me right back, I mean, literally, I hit him up. He's at school at this time. He hit me right back. And I told him, I was like, man, we'd love to have you on to kind of get some, get some insight on you on who you are as a person, but also to see how your recruiting journey is going. And he hit me back. He's like, yes, sir. So Zion Gibson is definitely one. Me and you talked about this offline. He's the one. If we can pull him, he's another one of those guys that kind of help you turn the tide as far as recruiting landscape, right? Getting other guys to look at this class. You're talking about a cornerback who's going to be coming in, and he's going to be able to get into that mix with the young talent that we have that's probably not going to be leaned on as much this year, but they'll have that experience next year in this 24 group. This 25, 26 class of DBs, those guys are going to be coming in under some great circumstances, man.
Yep, because that freshman class you have, by the time Zion comes in, if he commits to Alabama, will be like Mbakwe, Xavier Brown, Red Morgan,
juniors.
All those guys. They'll be juniors.
Yep.
And then you'll have guys, hopefully, I don't want to put this out there and be wrong, but Dijon Lee, I think he's going to end up in an Alabama uniform.
Listen, you're not wrong. Stick with it. You heard me say it. You heard me tell you DJ Lee is going to be a Alabama Crimson Tide commit. I'm telling you, I'm rocking with it. Last week, I was about 91% sure. Today, I woke up, I'm about 98.9% sure.
Hey, that's good, man. You got a 6'4" corner you can throw out there alongside Xavier Brown. You got a lot of links to California guys. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to watch the secondary. That's all I have to say. I'll tell y'all that much. It's gonna be fun to watch the secondary because Mo Linguist is a great recruiter, and I think he'll be around for a couple of years.
Right.
I don't think he's going anywhere. So, this 25 and 26 class. The thing that I really like is how we're prioritizing the Southeast.
Yes.
I mean, we're also recruiting these other areas, but the guys you see committing are from the South, like Dorian Barney. He's from Sewanee.
Yep.
And then you got my mind just went blank. Jamarian Gordon from Jackson.
Juice Gordon, Jackson, Alabama.
Yep. You got two guys from the South, Georgia and Alabama, but we're also recruiting all these other states. I mean, you look at the 25 class, we got all these linebackers from the Peach State, man. I mean, that's just a testament to what the coaching staff's been able to do so far. So, I'm just really interested to see how this 25 class closes out. And 26 class is already starting to look good. So we'll see, man.
So I got one more thing I want you to touch up on here on this 26 class. The wide receiver Brandon Bennett. I like this young man. One, because he's 6 foot 170, right?
Yep.
You look at his frame. Doesn't he give you Vontae Smith feels when you turn his film on?
Yeah. I mean, I can see that for sure. 6 foot 180, 170, like you said. And he can skin it back, man. He can fly. American Heritage is a school that produces talent.
Yes.
I know that's where Earl Little came from. I'm not sure who else we had come from that school, but that area down there, Fort Lauderdale and stuff, they got some guys that can run. And like you said, if he's giving you Devontae Smith vibes, man, hey, we'll gladly take it.
Listen, so. and he's high on Bama. He's high on Bama. I'm telling you, this staff and their recruiting, like you said, the fact that they saw how important it was to really try to get back to locking down the state. They showed that with Ryan Williams. They showed that with keeping Turbo, because people forget Turbo was a big in-state recruit too. They were able to retain him. He could have got out of his commitment when Coach Saban retired. You get what I'm saying? He could. I mean, he still can. But they retained him. Then to go and get Antonio Coleman to flip from Auburn. I think we see this staff, and they're saying, like they said in the interviews, they understand how important it is to lock down the state of Alabama with the amount of talent that's being developed here, the amount of exposure that's starting to come into the in-state talent. I think these guys are really focused on doing that. Brody, anything else before I let you go, man?
I don't really have anything else. Like I always say, I'm just thankful to be able to get on here with you and catch up and talk recruiting. And
what you got going? See, Brody out there at the beach, man. He can't even stay focused. That's you can't put good old folks at the beach. You want me to tell you why? Brody?
Why is that?
Because they start acting bougie. You acting bougie, Brody. You walk around with your toes out, Brody?
What, my toes? Yeah, I got my toes out, man.
Man,
I'm walking around with my dog hanging out.
that's what's up, man. But y'all, make sure y'all go follow Brody at Brody Smook on Twitter. That's where you can get all these awesome recruiting updates. Anything Alabama's offering, anything under the radar, you're going to see it with us. And shout out to my guy, Fan First TV, Brody, Jamari Burnett, my Russell County youngin. His pops is in the chat right now. We weren't necessarily talking just recruits right now. That's what we're gonna be talking tonight, fam. So pull up tonight because I guarantee you, Jamari and those guys at Russell County, they will be in this conversation tonight. Brody, I put Brody on my hometown, and he was like, "Yo, if we don't get out to Russell County for the Smooth Way segment, we missing out." He said that. He from LaGrange. He from the LaGrange area. He. I mean, we doing what we need to do to get these boys exposed. I'm telling you, it's some talent out there, man. It's some talent out there. We gonna find it.
For sure, man.
For sure, Brody. Hey, look, Brody, I'm gonna call you tonight. Well, if you had a space, I'm gonna call you so we got DB coming on tonight, and we might have Zion Gibson pulling up. So I know for a fact if I can get both of those guys to pull up tonight, I gotta have my brother online to talk to him in dialogue, man.
Hey, for sure, man.
For sure,
Yes,
for sure.
sir.
All right, Brody, I'll catch up with you later, man.
I appreciate y'all. Roll Tide.
All right, now. Y'all, yes, sir. Uh-oh. I turned the music all the way up. I done blew y'all ears out. My fault. Listen. I saw you trying to call in, man. That's why we gotta be on our time schedule. I got 1 minute to do my close. Listen, I appreciate y'all for showing up. Ah, man, time be going by fast when we just starting to have fun. But I appreciate y'all for showing up this morning. Do not forget, y'all. We have the RSVP link going out today. We got the RSVP link going out today for the tailgate, right? We're going to make sure you're looking at this Eventbrite link. Make sure you RSVP. There's no sales going on right now. We won't start sales until the middle of June. All right, we won't start sales to the middle of June, but we do need head counts. This was going to give us our gauge for our caterers, all that stuff. Then also, if you want your picture on the family banner, the authenticity, the AAA banner, make sure you send it in. It's going to be something similar to this. We're going to continue to edit as the pictures come in. Send your pictures in, y'all. Send your pictures in. And also, for my prize, my free entry giveaway today, the chat today, I want to give a free entry giveaway to. I'm gonna scroll. Let me see. I'm looking at the name. I'm looking at names. For the autograph ball, I'm just looking at names. I'm gonna pick somebody random. Andrew Shellnut from Twitter. Just for showing up and saying Roll Tide in the chat. Andrew Shellnut. Mark that down, Marquita. Write that down. We're gonna give him a free entry. Andrew Shellnut, we're going to tweet about it. We're going to give him a free entry. Let me see if I can tweet him right now. I can't tweet him right now. I don't know how I'm going to be able to tweet him. But if you watching on the channel, man, and you follow me on Twitter, please hit me up, man. We want to make sure we have you, let you know that you are entered for for the prize giveaway for the autographed football that we are going to give away from the AAA Fam Coach Smook Network and SOS, everybody that's partnered with us, that's combining. And also, if you're looking to join us and be a sponsor of Coach Smook Network or partner with Coach Smook Network, please shoot your boy, your family, an email where you can get us at Coach Smook Network. CoachSmookNetwork@gmail.com. This is for sponsorships and business opportunities or partnerships. Okay. Now, if you got recruits we want to look at, you want you got a family member, a brother, sister, somebody, niece, nephew, player, coaches that's in here watching, send their film, send their stats and everything to CoachSmook@gmail.com. That's the easiest way for me to track everybody because I got people writing me on Instagram, Twitter. I got players following me on Twitter. A lot of people interacting on the socials. It's hard to keep up with it. So email it to CoachSmook@gmail.com and we will start lining this thing up. Thursdays is going to be my recruit days, y'all, where we just talk all recruiting all day. I got different people across the nation now that we are making connections. Got different outlets, recruiting outlets that are actually out doing their thing in certain parts of the states. And we're kind of bouncing off of each other for, to stay in the loop with recruiting because at the end of the day, It ain't about who has it first, it's about who has it right. And we want everybody to be right when we reporting on these young men and their recruiting journeys. But with that being said, y'all, I love y'all. We're going to have a Reality or Reach segment tomorrow. I got a whole bunch of Reality or Reach questions that's been stacked up over the last 2 weeks. So if you want to get your Reality or Reach in, go ahead and send it to that email, coachsmook@gmail.com. And with that being said, I'm your boy, Coach Smook. I appreciate you all love. Encouraging words of the day. Listen, God has placed you here for a reason. Go and find it. If you're not sure what it is, go find it. It don't take much. Find the heart's desire. Whatever makes you happy, go find it and go handle it. You can stop you. Y'all know I'm big on that right now. I really have to push past a lot of little mental blocks that I put on myself. It ain't what other people are doing, it's what I'm doing to myself. Accept responsibility, get past it, do what you got to do, trust them in everything that you do, and I promise you will find success and happiness. I'm your boy, Coach Smook, man. Catch you on the next one. Roll Tide.
This guy got 4 fingers for real.